Hey everyone. It's our first meeting back from I don't know how many weeks off, but it seems like a while. Doing our team meeting. I'm so excited. We'll be doing these every week on Monday at 7:30 p.m. CST, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because I get confused sometimes on the time change. So making sure everybody knows that it's on your calendar. We'll try to put the reminder in on Mondays, but sometimes we forget. As you know, we're human. So just have it in your calendars, repeating meeting. That would be great. But we have some great things coming down. Jen Burke is going to do this amazing thing for us. She's doing this steal the deal kind of thing for this sale that's coming up for the school that's coming up this week. Um, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right, Christy?
So
Is
the
the sale?
sale is actually going on now. It started
Oh,
today, the back to school special. It
that's
runs
funny.
today through the 15th. But we have paired things alongside it that are happening a little bit later in the week to allow for some prep. And then, of course, if somebody wants to buy now, that's cool. But
Yeah.
sometimes it takes a little bit to get people excited and, you know,
Yeah.
doing the things. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you posted in the chat, it's 10 to what's the percentage off?
So it is 10% off of, I want to tell you correctly, 10% off of Mega Kids Microbiome and X Factor Kids, and then 15% off of Hydrate and Immune Plus. And so
Yes.
the way that I've kind of, what I think they're doing is allowing us to provide immunity and health to kids, and then also do the same for parents and adults that are, coming in contact with the kids that are coming into contact with all the amoebas. So that is awesome.
I know, and it's amazing timing. So today through this Friday. So what we're doing is our own little sale to help with that. And we are also doing some chats. So Christy is going to be posting in our Winning for Wellness Facebook group for 2 days on gut health, not gut health, and stuff for moms and kids for the 2 days, going over like immunity and stuff like that. Do you want to add to that, Christy?
Yes. So on Wednesday and Thursday, I'm calling it like a 48-hour blitz that's focused on kids' health for back to school. And then Angela will tell you we're pairing a chat with that on Wednesday night that's
Yeah.
focused on like parents. And one of the things that I know has kind of already come up is like, well, I don't have kids going back to school, or I don't have kids, or like, I don't, I'm not, that's not my stage of life right now. And I'm like, it's cool because you were a kid and you went to school, or maybe you had kids that went to school and you have been a parent. So if it's not your stage of life, that's okay. You can still absolutely relate to those people and tell your story and say, like, hey, like, man, when I was a kid going back to school, like, I always got sick. I wish I had something like this to preserve my immunity and
Mhm.
help me just kind of stay healthy as everybody else is just bringing all their germs into the classroom.
Right.
So, yeah, so that
Exactly.
will be Wednesday and Thursday. And then Angela, you're doing the chat Wednesday
Wednesday night.
night.
And I'm trying
Focus
to
on,
decide if I'm going to do it in Winning for Wellness or just do a messenger chat. It's definitely going to be in Messenger, but if it's through Winning for Wellness like we've done before or as a separate chat, I don't know
yeah.
yet.
I
So
mean, I
stay
don't think
tuned.
it's a bad idea. I think that if you do it in the Winning with Wellness, we can add, I mean, the point's to get more people in there anyway, right?
I think Winning for Wellness would be good just because there's so many people in that group already that they're going to
Yeah,
get notification that we're doing this thing. And I think it's going to help with visibility to our Facebook group.
I agree.
So I think good. I'm glad we answered that question. So we're just going to do that.
Boom.
Okay, so we're doing that. So that's what we're doing this week. So right now, we have a challenge for you guys
Oh,
to,
wait. And then,
oh,
sorry to piggyback on that. I know you already said Jen is doing a steal the deal, but
yeah,
that's going to come on Thursday and Friday. And just so
yes.
you know, I know it seems like a lot of stuff is happening, but it's targeting different audiences and then propelling everybody into that steal the deal. So, like on Wednesday, we'll be posting information that's talking about like the kids' products and how to help them. But we'll also be saying, like, hey, like when you see something that you like and you want to snag one of these discounts, like holler at your person because they can also hook you up with additional deals, or click this link and get into our Steal the Deal on Thursday. And that way we're routing people into that so that they're like knowing this is a purchasing thing. They're getting information for free, but like come on over and buy.
Right. Exactly. That's good. But we
Are
hopefully they
we
purchase before the Thursday and
are we
Friday. But
sharing and you may have shared this, so sorry I'm coming in late. Are we sharing like in the Rising Leaders different verbiage examples for our other like everyone in that?
no, but we should. I think that's a good
Because I
idea.
just think like today, because sometimes I feel like this has kind of been shared by others that they get overwhelmed with just not knowing who to plug what into. And so maybe if we can come up with some verbiage and say, hey, today's challenge, guys, is, this is what's happening in these next few days. Here's some verbiage that will help you plug in, and then we can put it in different buckets, like current customers, inactives, teacher friends, nurses,
Yes.
stay-at-home moms. I mean, just to kind of do memory joggers is kind of what I'm thinking that might be beneficial to revisit those conversations and plug them in
Yes.
might be good.
I think
Yeah.
that'd be great. If anybody
Yeah.
is while they're doing their reach outs could share the reach outs like verbiage too. And then I think I do like Christy's Trello. So we can like make a whole thing in there as well. Like
The
she's
Trello's great. The Trello's really great. We just need to make sure everyone's plugged into that because that is wonderful information and keeps everything organized so we can
yes.
refer people back because I feel like when we start having those conversations in those
Yeah.
chats, it gets lost, like in our
Oh
rising leaders.
yes.
So if we have something we can bounce people back to and say, hey, go back to this for verbiage ideas, that's a great idea.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree. I love
Yeah.
that it's all organized in Trello. So um yes, Michelle, if you have verbiage that you want to come up with too, that would be great for I love the idea of doing a teacher one. Because we all know teachers. One to, obviously to our current customers, one to maybe a grandma to go towards their grandkids.
Mhm.
I think that would be a good reach out as well because I know a lot of even young grandmas and any grandma like has grandkids would be
I
great.
know we've done a back to school event before. Chrissy, I'm sure you guys have too. Let me do some digging and see if I can locate some verbiage
Yeah,
Cool.
on
I
that
will,
and
and I will
everything, and
too.
then
I'll
I'll
look
shoot
as
it over
well.
to you guys.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be amazing.
And I'll put the like schedule of events in our thread tonight also, so then you guys can see like exactly, the days. And one thing that a really great recommendation is using voice messages, and Angela's going to get to our challenge about connecting with people, but really using the excuse of kids going back to school as a reason to open up conversations.
Yes.
Like a lot of people, like that's one of those easy things, like school ended, Christmas, Thanksgiving, like going to school. It's like one of those things that a lot of people have something going on around this time of year that they can relate to.
So to go to tie this all together with the Eric Worre that we've been learning on the training, and you know what? If you haven't had a chance to do all the trainings, they have been recorded and they are in Plexus Go. Just so you know, you can do that. You can go to Icon, go back to the old trainings if you need a recap or maybe you missed one. Definitely, definitely go back and do that because it is so good. But we wanted to tie this all in because that was just an amazing training. So what we would like to challenge all of you to do is we are going to challenge you to reach out to 25 plus people on back to school contacts. So any moms, it could be grandmas with grandkids, it could be teachers, it could be your current customers, old customers that had kids. That's just helping you, think about who you could be reaching out to. 25 plus people, have a list showing the people that you reached out to, a list, and then do two lives this week. It could be, I think it could also be a pre-recorded video that you post. It doesn't have to be a live, but a video of you talking about two things. One about focused on kids' health and one about adult health. So that is our challenge for you guys. It has to be done by the end of day Sunday, so 10 p.m. Central Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Time. We have giveaway winners chosen the next Monday's meeting, and we'll announce you in the meeting. But you have to submit Sunday night your list of names. Like take a screenshot of them, like a picture, and post it in there, and then we will look to see if you've done the 2 lives or the videos.
Yeah, actually, I thought it would be fun after you've done the live to take your link and pop it into Rising Leaders thread or Build a Bigger Table, whichever thread you're part of. And
Yeah.
then that way we know to pop over and give you love. But then also, I'm not going to lie, when I see somebody's checking all their boxes and doing the things, I'm like, oh no, I'm a slacker. I better get to work.
Yeah.
So
That
it
will be
creates a lot
great
of
idea. And then we can
stickiness of
support
it.
each other too. So if you put the video in, then go in and, make some, do some love, not do some love, love it, love it. But I think that would be great. So does anybody have any questions or thoughts about that challenge? And I have a bunch of, we haven't said how many winners there's going to be. Have we said how many winners we're going to have, Christy? Do we talk about that? Because I have a bunch of gifts.
We haven't, but Angela and I'm willing to one of those big mugs that we remember you and I went in and bought some of
Oh, I
those
love
big
those. Yes.
canister mugs. Actually, hold that thought. I'll show you one of the giveaways here in a second. But I mean, I think that if we have a bunch of people doing it, we will do multiple winners.
Yeah.
So like for every, 3 people that are completing the challenge, like we'll just keep adding a giveaway. So then that way, the more people we have participating, the more likely you are to actually
Win.
earn something, win.
Yeah. So every 3 people that do the giveaway, that do the actual challenge, will do a gift. So that's good. So that would be 1 out of every 3 people win. I love it. That's a great idea. Um, I think this will help everybody to do the training. So we're just having starting conversations, meaning like reach out to your friends that have kids and be like, oh my God, the summer's already done. I cannot even believe it. Where did the summer freaking go? And just curious how you guys are doing. Are you ready to go back to school? Just start a conversation and be like, what did you guys do this summer? Did you guys go anywhere for vacation? Blah, blah, blah. And then pivot the conversation, invite them into this. Um, the Facebook group thing that we're doing tomorrow for 2 days, or the Wednesday thing at 7 p.m. So the conversations need to be done sooner than later.
Yeah.
But let's just say you didn't have time and it gets to be later in the week. You can always add them into the chat late, and be like, hey, we already did this chat. Go in, just scroll to the top and go to the bottom, you know. So it's not the end of the world, but
Yeah. And I think so. We were going to start it tomorrow, but then we wanted to give everybody a chance to get a good 24 hours under their belt of doing these connections. And I love Angela's idea of, just, hey, what have you been up to? What have you been doing? And they're talking about kids going back to school and I've been so busy. And it's an easy pivot to say something like, yeah, oh my gosh, I know that this time of year, like things really flare up for us. All the amoebas are coming into the house. Like, I don't know if that's your story too, but I've got a thing going on that's all about like keeping our kids healthy right now, us staying healthy right now. And there's going to be lots of like free tips and just other things that you can take advantage of. You want me to add you, pop you in that? And that's just a really easy pivot because it is free group, free information.
yeah.
And then if they decide they want to buy, sweet. I mean, that's the point.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a lot of added value. And then next week, we're going to continue with some additional guides and like recipe type things that Christy McDade's been putting out.
Awesome. I love it. Yes.
So I'm
And
going to show
I
you.
think if you guys did your video sooner than later too, if you were to reach out to your friend and have a conversation and they know you're on Facebook, they're going to see your video. They may listen to it and then they might even be even more wanting to get into the chat and hear more about it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But
Look at this
I
cool
love
cup.
that.
I will add this to the giveaways. It's big. It's like the size of a
I think
Stanley.
it's
I was
40
looking at
ounce.
it. I'm pretty sure it is. It's like
I think it's a 40 ounce.
it's a fake Stanley, 40
Yeah.
ounce, big old jug. Super cute. It's a family, Zach
Does it
said.
have a straw?
It does. I just
Okay, I thought so.
didn't put the straw in there because I
Super
haven't been
cute.
drinking out of it. So, yeah.
So isn't
That's
that
one of our
exciting?
giveaways. Fine.
So that could be one of the giveaways, or you could choose something from my box. I have this box full of stuff. And I know I kind of showed you guys before, but I'm talking like crazy stuff in there. Like I just got too much stuff
So
that you guys can pick from. But
awesome. So everybody here gets a jump on that. Everybody who's not has to watch the recording. So take advantage and
that's right.
let us know
So
when you do your live so we can check them out.
yeah, does anybody have anything else? We want to hear from you guys. Like what's going on, what's working, what's maybe not working that you need any help with or anything like that? Dawn or Sasha? No?
Just keep planting seeds.
Okay, do it. I think that's what matters is planting the seeds. You'll harvest in 90 days.
I hope so.
That's the goal, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess if that's it, nobody has any questions or I think that's it, right? That was a really quick meeting.
Yep,
Well,
just
I'm glad that we're
get to
back
work
on
on that sale.
schedule and plan on this next Monday as well. And oh wait, one more thing. We have our walking group that started.
That's true.
The one that we pay to be in that does like the $1,000 giveaway. That is already started. If you haven't invited your current customers that have purchased, I've been doing, I think I already shared with you guys before, I think last month, that I've been doing a thank you at the beginning of every month to everyone that purchased from the previous month, saying thank you for purchasing. And I asked ChatGPT to change it for me each month. But I say, change it up for me. I want to sound sincere. And then also as a thank you, I'm adding you're able to be added to this group that you where you can earn $1,000 and not $1,000 but $1,000 in giveaways and do this walking challenge. So and some people are excited about it and like I give them the link because they've already been approved. They've already have purchased. So I give them the link right then and I tell them how to answer the questions all in one message.
We want to see your message. Yes, I'm going
Oh,
to start
okay.
doing this.
I just did it. I'm doing it every month. That's part of my system as a
Okay.
thank you to keep people engaged and to know that I am thankful for them.
And Angela has like a super high tech, amazing system. I do not. So it
I-
literally could be as simple as just pulling a report of your customers. If you don't know how to do that, I can help you. And taking, like, literally copying and pasting the email field into the to bar in your emails and just typing something up.
Yeah.
And or copy and pasting what chat says and providing the link. It doesn't have to be crazy fancy or perfecto. Like
Yeah.
you're
And
providing
mine
value to your
isn't
people.
perfecto.
Yeah.
Mine's just project back broadcast. That's why it makes it easy.
Mm.
But if you don't have that, that's fine. You can just copy and paste the thank you to everyone with the Facebook link. Hi,
Love it.
Zach.
Okay. Cool. Thank you for the reminder on that.
Okay, that's all I wanted to say. And I will see you guys next week.
Perfect. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.